the biggest mistakes that freelancers make when trying to become a digital nomad. So this is a video for all of those out there who are kind of starting out with online marketing, starting out with digital marketing, and you're basically trying to, you're freelancing and you want to start kind of traveling and living the digital nomad dream, as they say. Now, there is one mistake that if you make, you're going to regret this. And I see a lot of my friends make this, and they just lose years of progress. Like, this just slows them down so much. And this mistake is moving to the wrong time zone. If you're a freelancer, if you're doing some sort of service, you need to be in a time zone where you can talk to your clients. Now, what happened is a bunch of my friends, they worked with American and Canadian clients mostly, right? And they moved to Asia. They moved to like Thailand. And they worked really hard, but they were making very little progress on their freelancing and their agencies for years. And then they moved to, basically Colombia, which is the same time zone as the US, and they literally, 10x their businesses, right? And the reason for this is, you kind of want to have that freedom, but at the same time, if you can't talk to your clients, it's a major pain in your butt. For example, right, like if you're in the Asian time zone, you will have to do calls at 1 a.m. on, let's say, a Monday or Tuesday. That messes up with your routine so much. You're going to have some days have to do calls at 7 a.m., some days have to do calls at 1 a.m. It just does not allow you to have a consistent work routine, and it just frustrates the crap out of you. So it's already gonna start weighing on your productivity and your quality of life. Now, number two is when you're actually in a time zone which is close to your clients, you have a lot more time for communication and one-off messages. So for example, if you're working on some sort of a project and you need to ask your client a question, there's going to be like an 8-hour window where you'll be able to be in communication and the client will be able to respond and so on. Now, if you're in Asia, there's a 2-hour window. If the client misses it, then it will be pushed back to the next day and so on. So your projects will go slower. It will take longer to close sales projects, and your sales cycle will be longer because there's a lot less overlap in your time zone. So that's reason number two. Now, obviously, if you have Australian clients and you have a ton of Australian people that you work with, then yeah, maybe the Asian time zone works for you. But you really want to think deep and hard about where your clients are and then stick to that time zone or something near to it, right? Like something that's not too far away, right? Like maybe 4 hours away, 4 hours off is fine. But if it's 12 p.m. here and 12 a.m. there, then that's obviously going to be more difficult. So the other thing also is this is temporary, right? When you're starting out as a freelancer, you're doing everything. Hopefully you either transition to a different business model, like let's say you start an Amazon business or something of that nature, or you transition to an agency where now you have people helping you. For example, in my agency, I don't really have to do that much client communication because my team handles that. It's their job to take care of the clients. So I'm more focused on building the business. Because of that, I can be a bit more free. Like I was in Eastern Europe where it was pretty late time zones, and it was fine for me because I don't really need to be constantly talking to clients. So as your agency grows and as your agency becomes more automated and you're able to kind of take off from the agency and let it run without having to be on calls all the time, the more you're able to actually, kind of go to wherever you want, go to whatever time zone you want. And yeah, the reason I made this video is because I've seen this over and over again. I've literally seen this kind of like, really destroy people and destroy their chances of freedom because they just get so frustrated. They're not able to build that momentum. They're not able to get past a certain point that people just end up getting full-time jobs or going back home and giving up. So yeah, stick to your clients' time zones or close to it until you have an agency where people do the talking for you, and then you can go wherever you want. And that is by far the biggest mistake I've seen beginners make when trying to become a digital nomad. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to learn a really useful skill set, I would really advise learning YouTube ads. There's not a lot of competition in this niche, right? There are 100 Facebook ad freelancers for every YouTube ad freelancer. So if you want to actually learn YouTube ads, the best way to do that is I have a 26-page guide on YouTube advertising. Click the link below where we go deep into YouTube ads targeting so you can start applying that for your clients tomorrow. And yeah, if you like this video, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Walk with our feet on the ground, and we will talk with our head in the clouds, and we will walk with